first time he ever jumped in a vehicle with me, we went from Compton to way West Los Angeles. Now, mind you, the last person you expect to be jumping in your vehicle with a weapon is a blind man. So we
I got a homeboy blind to be doing that.
But you knew it.
Yeah.
Okay. So mind you, this is a guy. He
is always asking for. I'm like, what are you going? My partner called me. He always asking for weapons, but it's like, how you going to use it?
Hit one of them buttons over there, because this is my brain. Hit one of them buttons. Yeah, learn one of them. Yeah, hit something. A laughter, a want something. Because look, bro,
I hit it.
Yeah, that's my mind frame, constantly, consistently, continuously. However, just check me out. We are just taking a ride together to go handle business.
Yeah.
No, nothing. We get to our location, we handle our business. I leave. I'm not any the wiser. The very next day, the individual that we went to pull up on, shout out Alex Alonso, calls me and says, Spider, my bad, I apologize. I had to tell Munchie. The whole time he was with you yesterday, he had a gun on you and your car dirty. He didn't let you know. I told him that ain't cool. Damn. So then Munchie called me and apologized.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk.
Munchie B tried to run with it when he the nigga that did a rap song said, Reggie Wright, you a pig, not a pyro. But then after that, we got content of him calling in to Reggie Wright's platform, bomb first, explaining himself, politicking with the police.
Wow.
Deuce Sims tried to tell the world I'm a police for talking to Reggie Wright. And Reggie Wright sent me his call logs with Deuce Sims. All incoming calls, long hours. He talks to Reggie. Reggie Wright told me like this, Spider, I've been knowing you 25 years. I've known Deuce Sims 6 months. Deuce Sims has called me more times in 6 months than you called me in 25 years.
Talking about what?
Imagine that. Imagine that. But this is what they're trying to assassinate my character, basically saying I'm compromised for my relationship with Reggie that extends back 25 years. There was a time when if I wanted to talk to Suge, you had to call Reggie.
Right.
Suge used to bullshit me. I used to cuss Reggie out. Then Reggie used to tell me like, Spider, you know I don't give who he talked to. It's him. And I'll have to apologize. You're right, Reggie, my bad. I didn't mean to go off on you. Me and Reggie have been in the streets of Compton together, Beverly Hills together, Hollywood together, Watts together. The last time I bumped into Reggie before we started podcasting, let me tell you what happened, bro. I'm in Watts, G nigga from Hoover. I'm with my homie Big Ant, rest in peace. Another G nigga. That's who introduced me to Suge. But anyway, we in the spot. A nigga come through, sell the weed man some pounds. That nigga leaves. When that nigga leaves, the nigga from Hoover start describing him as Reggie Wright Jr. Me and my G homie, who been knowing Reggie for years, like, nigga, that wasn't no Reggie Wright Jr. Suge Knight Reggie. The nigga like, yeah. We literally think he don't know what the fuck he talking about. Because you remember, Reggie, I used to know was like this. This dude was like this. And he had glasses, I just did not see it. So he was so convinced that was Reggie. He was only been 10, 15 minutes he left. He calls him back. Don't tell him why. So when Reggie comes, remember Reggie walked in, saw me and my big homie, did his business, walked out, didn't recognize us either. So when Reggie came back, I opened the door and I block him right here. Like, nigga, you don't know me? He like, Spider. Reggie was trapping. I've never met Reggie the police. I met Reggie, the Death Row affiliate that was around all the thugs. Then I met Reggie, the nigga selling a gang of weed. I don't know Reggie the police. So if they ever thought I talked to the police about anything, they're absolutely wrong. As a matter of fact, I never talked to Reggie about what Nina Boy allegedly did to my homegirl. I just introduced him to her because I knew she had been dying to get her story of being raped out. And then Nina Boy implicated me in a murder. That was still, ain't no statute of limitation on those. I'm totally innocent of, by the way, but he had implicated me by being not careful with what he was saying. The whole U2 streets was saying he was implicating me. I didn't like it. I really couldn't stand him at the time. Like I said, we had to fight to get over it. But in that time, I arranged for a meeting between Reggie and the homegirl, and she told her story, but it never got released. But that's all it is.
Wow, that's a lot, man. Up here, man, it's crazy how I guess this YouTube world, the YouTube streets, dealing with. I see a lot of the podcasters up here and doing their thing, and I hate to go back to it, but did you guys stop the podcast and just start? Y'all didn't even do no more episodes, or did y'all ever do the episodes on the podcast?
Let me just admit to my brilliance. It was never a podcast.
Okay.
He used to like to come to my spot and go live because it was lit. Like I say, I met him as a fan of my DM.
Yeah.
Complimenting me.
So it never was a podcast.
It was developing into a podcast. It was a great, brilliant idea of mine, and that's what it was. So then every time we randomly went live together, we called it that.
Okay.
Then a couple of times we did pre-recorded episodes, and we were developing it into a podcast. However, from the day I met him, I had been going through an experience of character assessment and realizing I'm babysitting someone who makes poor decisions as they reflect in regards to me. And to give you a small roll call, the very first red flag toward my blue bandana was the first time he ever jumped in a vehicle with me. We went from Compton to way West Los Angeles. Now, mind you, the last person you expect to be jumping in your vehicle with a weapon is a blind man. So we tagged
I got a
this
homeboy blind to be doing that.
But you knew it.
Yeah.
Okay. So mind you, this is a guy.
But no, he is always asking for. I'm like, what are you going? My partner called me. He always asking for weapons. But it's like, how you gonna use it?
Hit one of them buttons over there, because this is my brain. Hit one of them buttons. Yeah, one of them. Yeah, hit something. A laughter, a want, something. Because look, bro,
I hit it.
Yeah, that's my mind frame, constantly, consistently, continuously. However, just check me out. We are just taking a ride together to go handle business.
Yeah.
No, nothing. We get to our location, we handle our business. I leave. I'm not any the wiser. The very next day, the individual that we went to pull up on, shout out Alex Alonso, calls me and says, Spider, my bad, I apologize. I had to tell Munchie. The whole time he was with you yesterday, he had a gun on you and your car dirty. He didn't let you know. I told him that ain't cool. Damn. So then Munchie called me and apologized. So that's the first thing I realized. Okay, I'm not gonna trip. Then we were doing an episode of Kicking Cack Being Booed, the brilliant title I came up with for Damu and Kiway podcasters to come together. My brilliant idea that I invited him to be a part of. We were doing an episode of that. And not only did he get so drunk and loaded that he took his shirt off and exposed to the camera. Once again, he had a gun on his side. Duh. There were also multiple women there. And he has an extreme habit of trying to put his dick in anything he hears. So,
anything you hear, not anything you see.
Exactly. So what happened this particular night, there was one particular female in my studio who was drinking a tall can of beer with a brown bag around out of a straw, and she had absolutely no teeth in her mouth. And Munchie kept feeling on her and shit, and I'm in his ear telling him, like, bro, she's not the one. I'm trying to direct him toward the more appropriate voices, but this is what he's doing. So that same night, we get to playing music, and he called me a drunk. This is why I'm sharing these stories, because he tried to call me a drunk. He gets so drunk and so loaded on other intoxicants. He gets up, get to throwing his fingers in the air, whoop, wop, wop, whoop, wop, no shirt on, gun on his side, with a crib, comfortable, safe. The next day I wake up, one of my fans get in my DM and show me a screenshot, and Munchie is throwing up, fuck neighborhood.
Oh, man.
So I immediately put the video on private. I sent a screenshot to Munchie. He said, what's this you sending me? I said, that's you throwing up fuck neighborhood. Now, mind you, he is known as one of the top neighborhood ops through the years. Everyone accepts that, you know, he's on this public shit no more. So he's assuming it's a picture from the past. So he say, why you send me this bullshit? I said, because it's last night in my studio on my camera. He immediately called me. Blood, I'm gonna have to stop drinking. Take that down. So I'm one step ahead of you, bro. I took it down. He like, yeah, I tripped out, bro. No. So that's another thing he did. Then I went to No Jumper. He, me, and Poetic Flacco had a show on No Jumper.
Shout out to Poetic Flacco.
Shout out to Poetic Flacco. It's called Bottom Line. One day I allowed my daughter, my eldest daughter, Curtis, to be a co-host on there. At the end of the show, Flacco has a custom of saying, okay, let the audience know where they can keep up with you, everybody. So my daughter had the opportunity too. She said her Instagram, and Munchie got in her DM with his number. Guess what? She sent it to me immediately. I didn't let him know I was aware of this for 7, 8, 9 months. In those 7, 8, 9 months, I watched him try to fuck every female voice he hear. Not only did he try to fuck every female voice he hear, I turned him on to a couple of pussies. Just let you know, bro, every pussy you put your dick in, that I turned you on to, you was fucking after me. I'm just saying, bro, you so thirsty, you fucked on everything I put up under you. You pillow talk to him. I know a lot of your thoughts you don't realize I know. But anyway, I'm realizing this is his character. He's under me every day, all day. I'm giving him a little shoulder to lean on. When he pulls up in an Uber like I did tonight, and you told me where to come, I come. When he pulls up an Uber, if I don't stand right there and give him that shoulder to lean on, he walks the wrong way across the street. When I drop him off late night, after I had him in the East Coasts with the Crips, high and loaded, and he get in my vehicle for 7, 8 months knowing you've been in my daughter DM, and I drop you off and you walk and don't know where you at till you, bam, bump into that garage. Yeah, there's a story in the Bible about a king who was chasing someone or was chasing a king. And one day the king woke up with a sword stuffed in his pillow. I just want nigga to know I don't respect no nigga that's trying to put his dick in everything, call himself a friend of mine. I give you a shoulder to lean on. When you with me, you don't know what's going on unless I tell you. When you get in my daughter DM not knowing what the she looks like, I've introduced her to Bosco. Bosco's taking pictures with her upon my request. I've introduced her to multitudes of men.
So he go in the DMs on Braille or something?
This is what he told my daughter.
How you find the people?
On Braille.
But just think, he heard her announce her IG. So from my experience, what I see, he may know some other skills because I'm sure he don't expose everything to me.
They can figure things out.
But
they got stuff on them.
They got Braille.
It's stuff on them phones. It's ways they do it. My partner do a voice activation.
Yeah, he talks to his phone, and I'm on the average person, and that phone talks back.
That's right.
And he maneuvers that motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah, and they can get good at it. My partner do it. That's why I know. I hadn't talked to him in a minute, but he's...
So the internet is trying to react to, oh, you mad? He said he want your daughter. No, I am not. I'm not mad at all.
Let me ask you,
I just know how to count. Go ahead.
But you guys being, going through all the stuff y'all went through together, you guys will never... he's blind. I don't know him, but I'm just saying, have he crossed so much of a line that you could never deal with this guy again?
No.
You see what I'm saying?
No, not me personally. He is so deep in his feelings. There is so many other legs to this.
Yeah.
So I'm speaking on the ones that people got confused.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.